Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. So let's start today's class. Today also we are doing working backward method. Okay, so we'll do few more questions. So let's start, proceed with the first question. First question, Cindy asked her grandfather about his age. Her grandfather replied, "You add 10 to my age, divide the sum by 4, subtract 15 from the quotient and multiply the difference by 10, you will get 100. Can you help Cindy to find her grandfather's age?" Okay, so how to solve this question? So we won't get it in a single reading. So we need to analyze, draw the pictures and label the values. Then we will know what he's saying. So let's do it. You add 10 to my age. Okay, so we don't know the age something, so then we need to add 10 to his age, then divide the sum by 4. So whatever the sum we got after adding, so we need to divide by 4. Okay, so let's do next operation, divide by 4, and then whatever the value we got, subtract 15 from the quotient. So we got some quotient, so we need to subtract 15 from that quotient, so minus 15, and multiply the difference by 10. So and then whatever the difference we got, we need to multiply by 10. Okay, you will get 100. So the final value is 100. Can you help the Cindy to find her grandfather's age? So we need to now working backwards. Okay, so we need to do reverse operation. Like, so if it is times 10, we need to do divided by 10, so which is 10. So 10 plus 15, because here we have minus 15, so do 10 plus 15. Here we will get it some 25, and then 25 times 4, so then you will get it 100. Okay, so and then 100, here we have plus 10, so now let's do it, minus 10, which is equal to 90. So we can verify our answers with the help of above operations. So let's do it. So let's check whether our answer is correct or not. 90 plus 10, 100, and then 100 divided by 4. So whatever the downside values we have, that we need to get it. 25 minus 15, which is equal to 10. 10 times 10, which is equal to 100. Okay, so that means if you find these kind of questions, so it's very easy to find whether your answer is correct or wrong. So if you do the proper operations, you need to get the final value that he has given. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. An egg seller sold 2 eggs more than half the number of eggs in his basket. He then said 2 eggs fewer than half of the remaining eggs in his basket. If he was left with 28 eggs, so how many eggs were in the basket at first? So let's do this question. So again we will do the same process. Let's analyze with the proper pictures and labeling. So he sold 2 more than half of the number. First we will draw what do you mean by half of the eggs? So half of the eggs means you need to divide by 2. Okay, so let's do it that first, and then 2 eggs more than the half. So he sold means he doesn't have those eggs. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to do subtraction. Okay, minus 2. So we are done with our first statement. Okay, next proceed to the next statement. He then sold 2 eggs fewer than the half of the remaining eggs in his basket. So let's work on half of the remaining eggs, so which is again divided by 2, and 2 eggs fewer means he couldn't able to sell 2 eggs less, so you need to keep it that in the same basket, so which is plus 2. Okay, and then he was left with the 28 eggs. So total eggs, how many he has? He has 28 eggs. So how many eggs were in the basket at first? So at first how many eggs we have? So what we need to do now, all the operation whatever we wrote it here, so we need to do in the reverse way. So which is 28 minus 2, 26. 26 times 2, which is equal to 52, and then 52 plus 2, so which is equal to 54, and then 54 times 2, because here we have divided by 2. So let's do 54 times 2, which is equal to 108. So the answer is 108. So let's cross verify. 108 by divided by 2, which is 54. 54 minus 2, which is 52. 52 divided by 2, which is equal to 26. 26 plus 2, which is equal to 28. So we are done. Okay, so let's proceed to the next question. So let me remove this wire, okay, so that you can see clearly. A mini bus left a condominium with a number of passengers. 7 passengers alighted and 10 passengers boarded the minibus at Evergreen Road. At Woodville interchange, 1/4 of the number of passengers alighted and 12 passengers were left in the minibus. How many passengers were on the minibus when it left the condominium? Okay, so let's draw the model first. So 7 passengers alighted means they get down from the bus. Okay, so we don't know how many passengers are there before, so we just need to take some value and then we need to do minus 7. 7 passengers alighted and then 10 passengers boarded. Okay, so means 10 passengers boarded into the bus. Okay, then what happened, we did 1/4 of the number of passengers alighted again. So 1/4, he didn't give number but he said in the form of fraction. So how much fraction it is, so we need to subtract that fraction, but we don't know 1/4 of value means how much. Okay, we'll do that one later. So but it is, as of now it is minus 1/4. Okay, and 12 passengers were left in the minibus. So how many passengers were left? So there were 12 passengers. Means if you say in the form of fraction, how many passengers? It is like 3/4, right? Because 4 equal parts it is divided, 1 they get down and 3 parts are there. 3 parts are still boarded. Okay, so 3 units is equal to, the value is 12. Then 1 unit is equal to how much? So 1 unit is equal to 4. Okay, so 1/4 means how much? 1/4 is out of 4 units 1 unit, right, which is equal to 4. Actually 1/4 means here we need to subtract minus 4. So minus 4 means we need to add now, because we are working on backwards. Okay, so 12 plus 4 which is equal to 16, and then here we have plus 10, so we need to do 16 minus 10 which is equal to 6, and then we have 6 plus 7 which is equal to 13. So there were 13 passengers before, right? So when they started their journey there were 13 passengers, and then 7 get down, then again 10 boarded, then 4 alighted, and then left with the 12 passengers. Okay, so let's do the next question. Alice used $4 to buy a comic book. She used half of the remaining money to buy a magazine. Lastly, she used $1 more than half of the remaining money to buy a pen. She was left with $5. How much money had Alice at first? Okay, so Alice used how much? She used like $4 to buy a comic book. Means now she doesn't have the $4, so which is you need to write down minus $4. Okay, and then she used half of the remaining money to buy a magazine. So half of the remaining money is how much? What are the value here we have? So we need to take the half of that value. So we need to divide it by 2. Okay, so when you divide it by 2, whatever the value we are getting, so what we need to do next? She used 1 more than half of the remaining money. So whenever we have half of the remaining money, first let's find out what is the half of the remaining amount, and then whether it is a less or more we need to do later. So 1 more, so which is minus 1, and she was left with the how much? So she left with the $5. So how much money had Alice at first? So we have $5. What we need to do? 5 plus 1 which is $6. 6 times 2 which is $12. 12 times 2 which is $24, and then minus plus $4 which is $28. So at first she had something $28. Okay, then she spent $4, 24, then 12, then 6 minus 1, 5. Okay, these questions are very easy to solve, and we can easily know whether our answer is correct or wrong. So that's it for today's class. I hope you got all the problems. So if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment section. We'll see you in another video. Thank you. Bye bye. Don't forget, Age is a just number. Happy learning.